What's going on, everybody? I did this video earlier, but I forgot to turn on my mic. Actually, it was the mic was on. It was like a hold on just a second. Yeah, it was like some type of rookie mistake. I had the built-in mic on. So let me start. So a couple of months back, I was asking if we can get the time on our live stream. I wanted the time for two different time zones though. So they said, of course, somebody responded to me and said, no, you can't have two different time zones on it. So I had to do a workaround. And I did a workaround within Ecamm. It wasn't like I had to go out and get any third party widgets or anything like that. I pretty much fixed the problem within Ecamm. I did have to use Keynote just to get some black blocks like you see right here. These blocks right here, these black blocks. Try saying that fast, black blocks. Just to cover up certain stuff to make it seem like the time is what it is. So I'll explain it. Don't worry about it. So I'm interviewing someone in Ghana within the next couple of weeks, and they have a 4-hour difference with time. So right now here in the United States is 1:24, and Ghana is 5:24. So when it's 6:35 here, it's 10:35 in Ghana. And notice the minute doesn't change. So if it's 10:35 here, it's 1:35 here, 1:24 right now here, it's 5:24 in Ghana. So that 24 doesn't change. It stays constant between both sides. So you're going to need to know that when I explain what I'm doing. So I wanted two different times, two different time zones. So what I'm going to do, let me just do something here. Just give me 1 second. Okay. So what I want to do here is I'm going to show you what I did in terms of changing these to make it seem like the time zones are two different. So right here we have two of the same time zones, right? So what I did was I don't like the seconds. So I try to move that up, get rid of that. So I use this block, this black block here to cover up the seconds and that colon. Okay. And this may not line up perfectly because I'm not doing my show yet. I'm just showing you this for demonstration purposes. So it's not going to be perfect. All right. So I'll take that block and I'll take this block and cover up the seconds. All right. Let me just minimize that a little bit. It's kind of tedious, but all right. So now we got the blocks. Let me lock this in place. Should I lock it? Yeah, I'm going to lock it in place. All right. So we have that. All right. So now everything's still the same. Okay. And remember, the minutes don't change between the time in Ghana and the time in United States, just the hour. So I'm going to move you see this here, the PM. Okay. So I'll move that there. All right. So right now we have 1:26 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the United States. Ghana, I'm going to move this run right here over here. Okay. And it doesn't have to line up perfectly, but you get the idea. So now we got pretty much everything is still the same with the exception of the time zone. So we're on Eastern Standard Time in the United States here in Hampton, Virginia. And we're on GMT time. Forgot what that means. Something mean time. Forgot. So we're on, the only thing that's changed here is the actual time zone. So Eastern Standard Time and GMT. All right. So now, like I said, the minutes doesn't change. So whatever time it is in the United States, those minutes are going to be the same as Ghana. So only thing you have to worry about is the hours, which means I'm going to have to change the hour. Okay. So let's go change the hour. So right here, let me unlock this. This is a small box that I'm going to use. This box right here that you see wiggling and moving, I'm going to use it to cover up the 1. And like I said, it don't have to be perfect, but you know, when you're doing the show, you might want to make sure it's perfect. All right. Nah, it's not good enough. I know this is I'm just demonstration purposes, but I still want to get this right. All right. So let me move that over. Okay. All right. And usually, okay, so now we got rid of the 1, okay? Because remember, the 28 is going to be the same. If it's 117 in the United States, it's going to be 517 in Ghana. So what we need there is a 5, right? And I know you're like, okay, but what happens when it goes to 229? Then that 5 has to change to a 6. I'll show you. So I'm going to put this 5 here, okay? All right, let me unlock. So what I have here is the 5. The 0 is there because when I put a 5 there, it's hard to move it. So if I have a 0 there, it's not that hard. But I made the 5 black so you wouldn't see the 0 on the black box. Okay, so I'm just going to, the only thing you're going to see is the 5 because it's white. So I'll move this over. All right, so let me lock this. All right, so now we're getting somewhere. So now it's 129 in the United States and it's 529. Well, it's 130 in the United States and 530 in Ghana because they're 4 hours ahead. So let me move this up a little bit. All right. So, like I said, they're 4 hours ahead. So at 1:30 here, it's 5:30 in Ghana. My shows are only 45 minutes. So let's just say it's 1 o'clock. My show will be over by 1:45. So it'll always be, from that 1 will always stay there. It won't go to 2 o'clock because my show doesn't go that long. So, because if it goes to 2 o'clock, let's just say Eastern Standard Time goes to 2 o'clock. That means it's going to be 2 o'clock and it'll be 2 o'clock in the United States and 6 o'clock in Ghana. However, I don't have a 6 here. I have a 5. So that means I would have to change it. But my shows are only 45 minutes, so I wouldn't have to worry about that. If I start my show at 1 o'clock, then it'll be over by 1:45. So this 1 will never change, nor will this 5 never change in Ghana. So 1:31, 5:31. The 1 and the 5 will never change because it's only a 45-minute show. So let's just say it does go more than an hour. Let's just say my show goes from 1 o'clock and I go over because I'm talking too much or somebody else is talking too much, and it goes to 2:05, which means it'll be 2:05 in the United States and it would have to be 6:05 in Ghana. So you can change this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to change it right now. You can go in and double click like you do with text, because this is nothing but text. Double click and I'll put a 6 here and then I'll click save. And now it changes to a 6. So now if it does go to 2:05, you have the ability to change that 5 to a 6 like I just did. Or if you want to change it to, let's just say the show starts at 7. I do my shows at 7. No, let's just say it starts at 5 o'clock. That means at 5 o'clock, it'll be 9 o'clock in Ghana. So I change it to a 9. So it's that simple. It's that simple. So let me change this back because this is supposed to be 5. Okay. All right. So right now it's 1:32 in the United States and it's 5:32 in Ghana because they're 4 hours ahead of time. And that's it. I mean, that's how I get 2 different time zones, by moving some boxes, covering some stuff up. And it works. It works. So, and there's no third party widgets or anything like that. I'm not really big on getting third party stuff and adding it in. So I did all of this within Ecamm. The only thing I did with Keynote is the black boxes, and you could probably get those black boxes anywhere. It's just that you got to make sure the the size is right, so it can just fit right in. So when you enlarge it, it's still within inside the the black lines. I hope I'm not losing you, but that's basically it. So now I have. Let me put myself on the other camera. All right. So now I have. Let's just say I was the guest. So now I have my guest. They're in Ghana. Me, I'm in Ghana. Me, I'm in Hampton. And you see, I'm looking in both cameras. The camera that you see on the right is the Logitech C9 130. I'm C9. I'm sorry. It's the Logitech 930E. And the camera that you see on the left is the GoPro Hero 8. All right. So two different cameras, but I just wanted you to see what it looks like with like two guests, and just to get a full feel of how it works. So let me take a screenshot of this because I want to save it. I'll put some pictures. I'll post a picture up in the group too. But this is how it looks. I mean, it works. I mean, you could lock it in. You got two different time zones, and you didn't have to get a third party software to add in, because sometimes them third party softwares are not, they don't do exactly what you want. You kind of got to settle for certain stuff, certain positions and all of that. But that's all I wanted to do. I just wanted to show you guys how I use two different time zones. I hope this helps. Inbox me if you have any questions about it. All right. I'm out of here. Thanks. Peace.